I believe that the reason God created man was for management.
Really? I have never heard it put that way.
The first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself.
God will never allow growth where there is no management.
Wow, wow, wow.
So instead of praying for things from God, pray for the management ability.
Everything I tell you is true. Everything I open my mouth and I say is correct because heaven directs me on what to say. Eligwe, heaven will tell me and I will tell you it will come to pass in front of your eyes. Not behind you, you will see it happening.
God will withhold things from you if you cannot manage them.
When you look at the facts that something around 1 million people perished as a result of the actions of the British and Russian and Nigerian federal governments.
Vis-a-vis what we see in Nigeria, which is truly not, it should not be surprising. Look, what's happening in Nigeria is barbarous. It's horrible. I mean, it's complete madness, yet it's not a priority. The United States unilaterally could do almost anything it needs to do. It would be a long-term effort, but it could be done. And the United States has the capability. All the elements of power, we have those.
So why not?
It's not a priority. That's the problem. We are committed elsewhere in the world. Black West Africa is not a priority.
Anybody who changes his principles depending on whom he is dealing, that is not a man who can lead a nation.
They can't tell me. No way. When the time comes, it's okay. What stupid country is this? So when you see you try somebody's secret, when you like, you try a secret. When you like it's in public, what stupid country is that? What stupid country is that, I ask you? When you like, you try in secret. When you like, you try in private. They are killing my people. They are killing my people. They are killing IPOBs. They are killing my people. After killing my people, you tell me what to tell in secret? The person is mad. Completely mad. Tell Buhari, that's what I said. That he is mad. He cannot tell me. He cannot tell me. He's a madman. There's a contempt of court proceedings here. Contempt of court. They don't obey court order. They don't obey court order. You're telling me secret trial. Is the person mad?
I, Nnamdi Kanu, will sacrifice anything sacrificable to make sure that Biafra comes.
We hereby declare no election, no 2023 general election in Biafra land. This no election in Biafra land has been activated. We are going to make it a task that must be done by every Biafran. All measures will be put in place to make sure the adequate civil disobedience is implemented to stop the election in Biafra land.
meaning of discovery. It means to bring to light something that is buried on the ground. If you can accept that, then you know that Biafra is coming. There is nothing man can do about it. It's too late. Way, way too late. The countdown has begun.
Good day, everyone. I want to welcome you to this live broadcast today. You can see my cap. I'm trying to adjust it. I want to welcome you live here. There's a truth that is fundamental, that lies can never last forever. What lasts forever is truth, and we are standing on the gospel of truth, and that's why we are bold. And anytime we come with confidence and speaking boldly to reveal the concept of lies that the devil and his agents and people like Simon Ekpa and his group and his cohorts manipulating Biafrans, spitting on the face of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, rubbishing the concept and the platform and the design and the construct and the program of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We're not going to let it stand. We are here. That is why Chukwokike has brought us at this time, because we must continue to expose the enemies and the evils. As soon as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped and arrested, extraordinary rendition, Chukwokike gave us the mindset and said we must come into this, preparing us to come and deal with people like Simon, who are criminals, who have come to deceive people, who have come to manipulate Biafrans and to make people think that they are real. They have come to destroy, to kill, to do evil against what God himself want to do. And their end very, very soon is near. And we are going to continue to expose them until every one of them go down out of the place, out of the space. Criminality can never have a place in Biafra land. Those who have decided to go on criminality can never have a place in Biafra land. Before I go on in talking about this, I'm going to play the video, evidence of that building that Simon snapped picture. He refused to show you people the video. He refused to go there and enter into it. When you have a real thing happening, all you need to do is just like an agent who want to show an accommodation to people and you want to sell it. You go into the building, you take the video and let everybody see. You come and meet, and you come to Biafrans, 70 million people. You think you can manipulate them, small boy like you. Who are you, Simon? Do you know when we started doing business? You are coming to manipulate intelligent people like us. You are coming. When did you start learning your own work? When did you start learning your own evil? We are smarter. We are wiser. That is why people all over the nations of the world know who Biafrans are. And they know that if Biafrans stand for the truth, when they stand for the truth, they can do great things. So when you come with all these manipulations, we know how to deal with you. And because you have come against those who are in truth and gathered people who are standing for lies around you, those who are standing on the path of truth will expose you, will keep exposing you. And that is what we have come to do in today's broadcast. I wanted to actually go in another dimension of broadcast today, but of course, yesterday I told you that you were here when Pastor Livingstone said that we will be coming up strongly today, but to talk about some things. But today we had our information because we are investigative journalists. We investigate what we want to do together in unison. You see that accountability group, we do things together. We have our agents everywhere. We have our people everywhere. We are working together. So we probe everything. We are not daft, and I want Biafrans to know that if you don't begin to probe things, you are going to be misled. That is why people fall for 419. Simon is a criminal, and he will pay for his criminality in Biafra. I'm going to play the video, but I want you to observe this video. As you watch this video, you will discover something where that place they posted a flag, on that building that Simon showed you on Twitter. That place, he posted a flag, and when he was broadcasting, he posted a flag. That place is originally, he used that flag to cover an information that you will see in this video. He covered it to deceive you, to tell you that it's a graphic design of where the flag would be, blah, 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 because look at how criminal this guy is. You think you can come into Biafra, come and destroy what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has built? You think you can just come and rubbish Biafrans? You think you can just come and just manipulate 70 million people? This is the beginning of your fall. This is the beginning of your fall, Simon. You and all those corrupt people around you. And I want to show this video fast because I'm going to play it over time. It's about 5 minutes video. I'm going to play it over and over in this broadcast so that you can take it, share it all over. I have tagged them on Twitter. I want him to see me. I have tagged him on Twitter so that he will watch this live. I've tagged him on Twitter, so he should just connect and also watch. I know his agents are here also to watch. And those fools whose brains are not working are here too to abuse. Just stay there and watch, because I'm going to show you to your face how stupid you have been. For those who are standing on the gospel of truth, you have come to see the evidence also. And of course, let's share on all our social media platforms. Today is the 16th day of April 2022. Sorry, 24. Oh my God, 23. Sorry. Today is the 16th day of April 2023. Of course, about 8 days after my birthday celebration. So, or 7 days. Last week Sunday was my birthday celebration. So 7 days after, I'm revealing to you what the criminality of Simon. Now, this video was taken just on the 14th, 2 days ago. This video, this evidence came. We went there. We found out that Simon is a liar, manipulating Biafrans, stealing their monies, organizing fundraising, and stealing the people's resources. Now watch this video fast and attentively.
Okay, we are here to clear the doubt, to bring the fact. This is today is 14th day of April 2023, April 14th, 2023, and today is a Saturday, and it's about 1610 hours, 1610 hours. And good evening. And I'm here on the spot, or at the spot that has been circulated as the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile, as peddled by Simon Ekpa, who has arrogated to himself the position of the Prime Minister of Biafra, and formerly they had headquarters in Washington, D.C., but now this is Baltimore County in the state of Maryland, and D.C. is about 65 miles away from here, driving miles away from here. Hey, what's up, man? Good. How's it going? All right. Well, I'm just checking something out here. Yeah. So you can see this is a busy street. This is Bel Air Road. We are on a one-way street here. This is West Avenue. And this is Bel Air Road. Y'all see? This is a two-way road. Say it again? Huh? Show you what? I can hear you. Say it again? Okay. Hey. Crazy. Yeah, no, I think I took you around so because you're talking about investigative proof, you know, talking about the Secret Service and all that, M branch and all that. We go out there, we verify before we bring it out to the public and make sure we know what we're talking about. Now this is the street, this is the ELM street. It's a one-way street joining up with Bel Air Road. That is the T-junction here, and this is the road sign, and up this way is Bel Air Road, and this is the compound on the 7200 Bel Air Road. in Baltimore County of Maryland. There's Baltimore City, there's Baltimore County. Now look here. This house is still under construction. This place is still under construction. So there are no functioning offices here, per se. You understand? So the seat of power or government in the United States is in Washington, D.C., not here. This is a little bit far from that place. Now this is a commercial real estate services. These are the contractors. You know, major renovations underway. Retail office. This is their phone number. You can call them. This is a 410-472-3510. Ask them if they have any office or the building assigned or occupied by any other person, any entity, any government, whether a de facto government or a government, exiled government. You know. See, the steps here is brand new. It's still under construction. See, the handrails. This is the very, this place is highly wired with security cameras, as you can see. Look, the flooring, the deck here is still brand new. So it's still under construction. The painting and the windows, everything. Now this is, here is the permit you get from the city of Baltimore, Baltimore County. That is government. Unlike the zoo, here, every government is on its own. You know, it's not where it has to be overshadowed by go to Abuja. No, it doesn't happen here. See, you gotta get a permit. That's a letter, this is like a local government. So this is permit, the builders, the ones renovating here is still under renovation.
Now for those who want to see things twice or thrice before they will believe, I'm going to play this video 2 more times, but not now. But I want you to observe very well. You see the analysis given on that video was a clear-cut analysis. First, the video was taken on the 14th of April, 2023. That is on Friday, 2 days ago. And today is the 16th of April, 2023. The video was taken in the evening, 4 p.m. in that city. It was taken 4 p.m. in that city, and that video was on the 14th. That is Friday, 2 days ago, 14th of April, 2023. That was Friday. That was Friday. Let me explain it very well for those who adapt, whose brain have been locked up by Juju, Simon Ekpa, and Azuka's Juju, and Ngozi Raboize's Juju, all those people who consult, and Judith, they are Juju, all those people who consult demons and use it to manipulate the minds of people and lock their mind in spite of what they don't see anything. When they don't see anything wrong with those people that have captured their minds, just like those who eat Fulani cows, those ones who are one Nigerianists. Because of the Fulani cow, they can kill themselves for Nigeria. The same way also we have people, you know, who can kill themselves for Simon and Azuka. Now, this is a video evidence of the house Simon claimed that is the headquarters of Biafra government in exile, which he has given himself the appointment already. He has sworn the oath to himself. He in his bedroom, he sat there, swore the oath to himself, wrote the letter himself. Everything he tells you, he writes the letter. He is the one who is going to. He's the one who comes to tell you that Igbo Union says this. He's the one who comes to tell you that Biafra government in exile says this. He's the one who comes to tell you. He's the one who tells you that he has been voted and he has sworn an oath. He's the one who tells you everything about where do you see such kind of thing. A whole nation, one idiot comes and gives you publicity on Twitter, on social media, and then you just believe it and you just run with it. Does not constitute the fact that you are just a moron, that you don't reason anymore? Can you imagine someone who came to tell you that he is the prime minister of Biafra government in exile? He shows you a building 2 weeks before that time. First, he says he has been given a peace award, and then he calls himself interim leader, building the path to that prime minister narrative. Now, I wanted to discuss about demand, Mazin Namdekanu's demand and our supply. I wanted to go on the narrative of demand and supply today, but I just had to come on this so that we'll reveal this to you. From tomorrow, I'm going to do that. Now, he plots that design, gives himself a peace award supported by Ngozi Orabueze and those crew rogue members with him in that advisory board, where they try to put his face and Azuka's face and Ngozi's face and all their face, Oge's face and all of that, and manipulated that if they can also put my face on the coin just to make me agree to their terms. And as soon as that was, refuted, and I refute and exposed that criminality and that wickedness against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu himself said he doesn't have power about the currency. Biafra people will make decisions on the currency. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of Biafra, says he doesn't have power about that, on that kind of matter. He doesn't have power on that kind of matter. Here is a rogue Simon having the guts to put himself and the other criminals on the currency of Biafra. And when I posted that, they removed my name quickly from the advisory board. They removed my name from the Odido Alliance team. They removed my name from everywhere so that when they begin to take their rogue decisions, I will not be there again. That is why. But we know we are going to get them because they must come all out to talk about what they decide, especially when it favors them. And that is why we're telling you people, when you fund Simon and Azuka and Ngozi and Co., you are funding their criminality, their organization. Simon said it, that Biafrans are funding his organization. How come you have allowed yourself to be a fool to be funding his organization? Now, after he gives himself that peace award from an organization he tells you is existing, whereas go to the internet, that organization is not existing. He now used that opportunity on that platform or that platter of that peace, that award. He wanted to just project to you what he was trying to do with that peace award was to sell the name interim leader to you. That's the essence of that peace award. It was nothing. What has he done that brings peace? In second place, which organization? The organization does not exist. It is an audio organization organized by that criminal gang called Advisory Board and G5. They just want to sell that narrative of that name to you, peace, using the premise or under the auspices of the name Peace Award. They just wanted to use it to sell that name to you, or that title to you, that he is called this title, so that you can consciously or unconsciously accept it. And stupidly as you are, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is in detention, suffering, going through pain. You will now buy that narrative. Simon is now the interim leader. So when he saw that name went and you took it without complaint, you were jubilating, celebrating him. He now came. They now say, wow, it is now time to do this. Let's first send the building to them and tell them we have the Biafra government in exile building. They quickly went to a place. You'll see it, I'll play it again. They took they took a picture of it, saw that they need to cover that place where it is written that the building is under renovation. They now use Biafra flag to put there, to make it feel like they have put a Biafra flag already there. And when people started complaining, when we started asking questions, they started saying that is the design they are planning. How long will you be deceived, Biafrans? How long can you be fooled? Oh, ye foolish. Oh my God, Jesus called them generation of vipers. Foolish Galatians. Foolish Biafrans. How long would you be fooled? For God's sake, if you allow somebody like Simon, who is so daft, to manipulate your brain, that means you are, if there's any word like that, dafter than the daft. That means you have become dafter than even the daft. Now, he sells the name or the narrative of that position, interim leader, by creating a thing or a kind of, a kind of program called a peace award. He sells the name to you, calls himself interim leader, and then you now bought it. They were all happy. You were jubilating, celebrating him, congratulating him. Foolishly so, you were congratulating him and celebrating him, and suddenly he now moves to the next level. Now, treason against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, treasonable felony against Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. Quickly, he committed that treason. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon. We are talking about his health. We're talking about how he's going to come out. He came and boasted all from last year. He was boasting. If Mazin Nnamdi Kanu does not come out in so number of days, we're going to get this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. He kept boasting about so many things. If you have bombed Izombe, we are going to stop oil exploration. We're going to do this. He kept giving deadlines and deadlines until he came to the point. He gave a deadline deadline of 150 days, telling you Biafra will come, and then after the 150 days deadline, nothing happens, and suddenly he begins to show you buildings. He now brought the building, showed you, whereas that building is under renovation. That building is not being used right now. Let me play the video again for those daft people. For those people whose brains have been corrupted by the virus from Simon and Azuka's criminality and witchcraft, from that juju man that Nelly was using, and now they patronize. We have evidence of that, of course. If you want evidence, we'll show you that. We'll play to you the voice message. Simon Azuka especially is patronizing the juju man that they claim that Nelly was patronizing. Now they patronize the person. In fact, the people are even angry with her. Just watch out what's going to happen. Just listen to this video and watch it.
Okay, we are here to clear the doubt, to bring the fact. This is today is 14th day of April 2023, April 14th, 2023, and today is a Saturday, and it's about 1610 hours, 1610 hours, and good evening. And I'm here on the spot, or at the spot that has been circulated as the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile, as peddled by Simon Ekpa, who has arrogated to himself the position of the Prime Minister of Biafra, and formerly they had headquarters in Washington, D.C., but now this is Baltimore County in the state of Maryland, and D.C. is about 65 miles away from here, driving miles away from here. Hey, what's up, man? Good. How's it going? All right. Well, I'm just checking something out here. Yeah. So you can see this is a busy street. This is Bel Air Road. We are on a one-way street here. This is West Avenue. And this is Bel Air Road. Y'all see? This is a two-way road. Say it again. Huh? Show you what? I can hear you. Say it again. Okay. Crazy. Yeah. No, ask the guy to phone you around close to see. So, because you're talking about investigative proof. You know, talking about the Secret Service and all that, M branch and all that. We go out there, we verify before we bring it out to the public. We make sure we know what we're talking about. Now this is the street, this is the ELM street. It's a one-way street joining up with Bel Air Road. That is the T-junction here, and this is the road sign, and up this way is Bel Air Road, and this is the compound on the 7200 Bel Air Road in Baltimore County of Maryland. There's Baltimore City, there's Baltimore County. Now look here, this house is still under construction. This place is still under construction, so there are no functioning offices here per se. You understand? So the seat of power or government in the United States is in Washington, D.C., not here. This is a little bit far from that place. Now this is a commercial real estate services. These are the contractors. You know, major renovations underway. Retail office. This is their phone number. You can call them. This is a 410-472-3510. Ask them if they have any office or the building assigned or occupied by any other person, any entity, any government, whether a de facto government or a government, exiled government. You know. See, the steps here is brand new. It's still under construction. See, the handrails. This is the very, this place is highly wired with security cameras, as you can see. Look, the flooring, the deck here is still brand new. So it's still under construction. The painting and the windows, everything. Now this is, here is the permit you get from the city of Baltimore, Baltimore County. That is government. Unlike the zoo, here, every government is on its own. You know, it's not where it has to be overshadowed by go to Abuja. No, it doesn't happen here. See, you gotta get a permit. That's a letter, this is like a local government. So this is permit the builders, the ones renovating here is still under renovation.
Now, for those who love to be scammed, and those who love to support criminals, here is a clear evidence. I know Simon will come and tell you that they have actually paid for it. But call that number that is in that place. You discover from those that call that nobody has paid for that building. The building is still under renovation. Nobody has. This is not like zoo. You know, this is clear. Call the number. The number is there. Call the number. That is the company that is renovating that building. The building has no office in it yet. Nobody has done anything. Nobody has paid for any part of the office. Nobody has, you know, either bought that place or rented that place. Nobody yet. But Simon comes all out to tell Biafrans that this building is now the headquarters of Biafra government in exile, a construct of his own imagination and the imagination of his colleagues in crime, the rogue team, calling themselves advisory board and also fronting at the same time or doubling as Biafra government in exile. And then they begin to add those people who were recently recruited, you know, under the auspices of the recruitment program that was carried out recently by us. You know, that recruitment program. They now begin to bring some of those people that were interviewed that period and begin to put them into giving them titles and names, telling you this one is Minister of Transport, this one is Minister of this, and all of that. So all of these are being put together by Simon, deceiving 70 million people. How can you guys allow just one boy somewhere deceiving you and manipulating you? How can you? Is it that we? Please, I want you to check yourself. If you find yourself that you can believe a lie and defend a lie, you are seriously in trouble. Now, here is someone who comes. Look at the narrative. Now, do you know that assigning himself a position given to him by Ngozi Ragweze, the Nigeria agent, and the rogue team under that Biafra, that government in exile they are talking about, or that advisory board, they are still the same advisory board. That's why he'll tell you when he's posting anything, he'll say, I want to appreciate the advisory board of the government of the Biafra government in exile. These are not two different people. These are the same people. Biafra government in exile, the same people he's calling the advisory board, the same people he's fronting as the Biafra government in exile. And the people you see that you are seeing, the new faces that you are seeing in that place, are people who were recently interviewed under the auspices of the recruitment program that was advertised when we were publicizing this, that if you want to work in any government department of Biafra, you have to send your CV. Those are some of the people that are now given positions to occupy. And of course, you know how people are greedy. Once they see something that will give them like a title, they want to be part of it, they just jump into it. The oil and gas, there's a particular man, I know that man refused to go into this their criminality. That's why they didn't give him oil and gas. Because that man is very versatile. He was one of those we interviewed, very versatile in the oil and gas, and have worked in the oil and gas in Biafra land. But I know he didn't accept to be part of this criminality. That is why Ngozi Orabuze now is doubling as Minister of Health and Minister of Oil and Gas. Oh Lord have mercy. This is another level of criminality. And 70 million people want to tell me that they are falling for this kind of criminality from a boy who just a boy who is just there and doing this criminality, who doesn't even have, you can verify his actions, you can even measure his level of reasoning. I've tagged him. I know he's watching me on Twitter now. I tagged him on Twitter. But the program is on. Let him watch his criminality. He might be here with another name, or he might be here with one of his eyes. Those criminals going around, and when they see you, those e-frogs, when they see you come on, they jump into your space and start commenting and posting anything they like, commenting. That is their program. That is the same way DOS also did. They pay people, they get them ready frogs. Whenever you see these people like this come up on media, these frogs jump in and start propagating. Start propagating. Now, sometimes, I'm seeing the message from by Maxwell. He said I should pin the link. Sometimes the programs are scheduled already for a particular cause. If there's a need for a guest, they are invited to come. So there's no way I can pin link and people just come into the program. No, it's not done that way, because I might have a particular need for this program, and I might have something I want to say at a particular time. When there's a need for invitation of guests, we send them the message, and the guests, we discuss it formally. You are going to be part of this program, and then that program is planned in that area. Every program is scheduled. It's not just open and then I just send a link, and then if all you need to do is whenever if you want to be part of it, you can just call in and air of views. Let me put on the phone so that you can call in. For those who want to call in to the program, let me put on the phone. This phone this phone is a phone that crashed. So the WhatsApp is on this phone that crashed a long time ago. I had to get a new phone last week or so. So this phone that crashed has oh my God, the phone is down. It trips on and trips off. So that's why I couldn't use it anymore. And that's where you can call. The WhatsApp platform where you can call into that program is on this phone. So I wish I didn't know it is even off. I would have charged it anyways before now, so that you can call in. And so anyways, let me connect it to charge, and then I'll play that video again so that if you can call, if you want to call, and find Maxwell, if you want to call, you just call the number so that you can speak. But I want those who are calling, to be sincere with themselves. I want sincere calls. If I see a call that is not sincere, because when you start going out of place, I'm going to ask you questions, and if you're not able to answer those questions, and then I'll just hang up on you. That's the truth, because we don't want lies, we don't want criminalities. We believe in truth and evidence. We prove it by evidence. And if we're showing this video and people are still, they're jubilating in their ignorance and their stupidity and talking about and still supporting this kind of criminality, then I don't understand the kind of Biafra you people are looking for. But I know the Biafra we are looking for is the Biafra of truth, transparency, justice, and of course, good conscience, and all of that. So that is what we are going to fight for, because we cannot allow another Nigeria to happen, where we allow criminals to take over the stage, like what happened in Nigeria. Those who thought they were upright kept quiet, and criminals were hijacking every political position. And then after they have hijacked, people start complaining. They are busy. They are this. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that. And blah blah. You sat down. We all sat down. Criminals hijacked the process, the democratic process, after 1989 or 1999. 1999, sorry, when there was a transition. Everybody who thought that they are just, they are clean, they are innocent, they have good conscience, they are not criminals. Everybody sat back. Everybody sat back and allowed the same criminals from the 1960s, 1950s, 1970s to hijack the political process. And after they now hijacked it and rubbished it, we now start coming out again. We now start complaining. We start complaining about the whole thing. What were we doing, or what were we doing? We were doing things wrong by sitting on the fence. That is what we don't want to happen in Biafra. We are now out. Everyone who is a person of truth every one of you who believes in truth, every one of you who stands in truth. This is our chance. This is our time. We must join forces to decapitate, to take away every of these criminals, Simon Ekpa and his criminal gangs, and everyone who is a criminal in this Biafra thing, including those ones who are criminals in the DOS. We know that some people are not, some people are just being manipulated and deceived on the DOS stuff. Some of them are not, under the IPOB anyways, manipulated by the DOS members. So we know that not everybody there understands what they're doing. That's why we keep doing this program, so that people can understand these things. Now I'm going to play the video again so that I can charge this phone, and then you can call in if you want to call in, and let's talk from there, and you can air your views. Simon is a criminal. I keep saying it. Let him take me to court. I'm ready. I just wish, just like a Joffo did, let him prepare the documents and take us to court. We are ready for him. If he doesn't take us to court, we're going to take him to court. That's the truth. It's either Simon takes us to court now, or we are going to take him to court. We have said it that we must take him to court. There's no two ways about it. He has called us criminals, and we will take him to court on that. And we're going to prove to the world that he's a criminal. That's why we're saying it, so that if he feels he's not a criminal, let him take us to court. And then we're going to meet in the courts, and then we're going to prove it, and we'll see how it ends. Simon is a criminal. You go to present a building to Biafra people, 70 million people, telling them that you have an office, that is your office. You now cover the place where the banner is, where you have the renovation and the number of the company renovating that building. You now put Biafra flag there, and you now tell them this is, initially you didn't tell them that is a Photoshop or a graphic work done there. You never told them that. You just posted it and told them this is our building and this is how it is. And then when we now begin to bust you, tell the world that you are a criminal. That thing there is a Photoshop. You now came out to explain. Actually, we were trying to make the people see that this is where the flag will be. This is where the coat of arms will be. Who does that? In a nation of 70 million people, more 70 million people and more, you are coming to show us a building, and then later you tell us this is where. Why don't you complete the process first before you come on air to tell the people? That means you have something. What are you trying to achieve? That means you have something criminal you're doing. Because what a normal person would do when you're dealing officially from a position of an official, assignment, which of course you claim to be carrying out, you would complete your program, and then you come all out and tell the people, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're doing. Not this is what you're going to do. This is what you have done. This building you are seeing here, we have acquired it. We have our flag. It is there. You put the flag there waving. You get a video it. People will be in the office. People like those criminal Azuka will be in the office. And Ngozi. And then you also, as the Prime Minister, you will be in that office. Then you cover it. You video it. Then you show it to Biafrans. And then you show us the oath of office, that how the oath of office is being administered, and who is administering it to you. You say you're Prime Minister. Who administered the oath of office to you? Because everywhere you swear in a Prime Minister or a government and public servant under the political arena, they come and they swear an oath. And there is always the chief, the chief judge or somebody being there administering the oath. Because you are taking an oath of an authority of a nation. You call yourself, you think we're joking? Or you think because Biafrans are suffering and we are under a colossal system, it's not a kind of, we have been bastardized our minds by Nigeria's system. You think we don't know what is the normal thing to be done? So you think you just show us something on social media, we just jump at it and we swallow it and we go on like that? Because you think that we have been bastardized by Nigeria. Every political position that is significant to the people, you have to carry out that process of political, what do you call it now? Swearing in, and that process of getting to the office. You come to show us a building, the building is still being renovated. Nobody have taken the building yet. Nobody have paid for that building yet. You come to show that building to Biafrans, and do you know the meaning of what you have done? Do you know how criminal it is, and Simon and Africa and Co? Do you know the level of criminality? We will use this. You will pay for this nonsense. We are going to see you. And let's just keep what we're doing, right? We just keep doing what we're doing. The time will come. We're going to see you. And you and all of your criminal gang members, those of you who are showing your face, Prime Minister of this, Minister of this, Minister of Oil and Gas, Minister of Transportation, Minister of Communication, Minister of this, get ready for the battle. Because all of you will go to jail. All of you are criminals. Because
you are partners, you are accomplices in this criminality of Simon Ekpa. How can you come to show us a building? Let me play it again for those who have not seen. Somebody is saying that the building is well shown here. That is the building. You see that place, that banner is, that's where you put the flag. Before the address, it is the building.
So no need to dispute that. And we don't want such kind of disputing. Just look at it. That's the building. The address was shown to you. The street was shown to you. Everything was shown to you. That is the building. Clear and clear. This is a video evidence. If Simon says it's a lie, let him go and prove. Show us between now and tomorrow another video evidence proving and showing us the inside of that building, showing his team, his colleagues. Tomorrow is Monday. They're supposed to resume in the office. So let him go and show his colleagues in the office. Let them video it and cover it and let them bring it out. I was telling you people the other time that he should tell us about the address of that building. He refused to say it, but he posted the address in the letterhead, thinking that nobody will look at that. And somebody's telling me that you can put any address on letterhead. Who told you can put any address on letterhead? A letterhead is the representation of your organization or your company or your corporation. The letterhead represents everything about you, which means that address, the numbers, the names, the people on that document must be the same people as registered under your organization. The same people, they must be the same people registered as under your organization. When you have something contrary to that, because your letterhead is a signature of the organization. Just like you have the company seal, the seal, the stamp, and other things that represent a particular company, like the country's coat of arms and all of that. The letterhead has the details of the organization as it is originally in the registration document. So how can you just come, put any address, and you think nobody would have investigated that address? You thought we were all daft. That's what we were thinking. The Biafrans are daft. They don't think things. They just believe things. They just follow it with liar and thinker. They just follow it. So no need to talk about it. That was what Simon did, and now we have busted him. Simon, this is the building we showed Biafrans. And let me play it again for those who are just joining us. Let me play it again and look at the building Simon told you is the headquarters of his sham government in Ekpa. Watch this.
Okay, we are here to clear the doubt, to bring the fact. This is today is 14th day of April 2023, April 14th, 2023, and today is a Saturday, and it's about 1610 hours, 1610 hours, and good evening. And I'm here on the spot, or at a spot that has been circulated as the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile, as peddled by Simon Ekpa, who has arrogated to himself the position of the Prime Minister of Biafra, and formerly they had headquarters in Washington, D.C., but now this is Baltimore County in the state of Maryland, and D.C. is about 65 miles away from here, driving miles away from here. Hey, what's up, man? Good. How's it going? All right. Well, I'm just checking something out here. Yeah. So you can see this is a busy street. This is Bel Air Road. We are on a one-way street here. This is West Avenue. And this is Bel Air Road. Y'all see? This is a two-way road. Say it again? Huh? Show you what? I can hear you. Say it again. Okay. Crazy. Yeah. No, I think I took when you were processing. So, because you're talking about investigative proof. You know, talking about the Secret Service and all that, M branch and all that. We go out there, we verify before we bring it out to the public. We make sure we know what we're talking about. Now, this is the street, this is the ELM street. It's a one-way street joining up with Belay Road. That is the T-junction here. And this is the, road sign. And up, this way is Belay Road. And this is the compound on the 7200 Belay Road in Baltimore County of Maryland. There's Baltimore City, there's Baltimore County. Now look here. This house is still under construction. This place is still under construction. So there are no functioning offices here, per se. You understand? So the seat of power or government in the United States is in Washington, D.C., not here. This is a little bit far from that place. Now, this is the commercial real estate services. These are the contractors, major renovations underway. Retail office. This is their phone number. You can call them. This is a 410-472-3510. Ask them if they have any office or the building assigned or occupied by any other person, any entity, any government, whether a de facto government or a government, exiled government, See, the steps here is brand new. It's still under construction. See, the handrails. This is the very, this place is highly wired with security cameras, as you can see. Look, the flooring, the deck here is still brand new. So it's still under construction. The painting and the windows, everything. Now this is, here is the permit you get from the city of Baltimore, Baltimore County. That is government. Unlike the zoo, here every government is on its own. It's not where it has to be overshadowed by go to Abuja. No, it doesn't happen here. See, you gotta get a permit. That's a local, this is like a local government. So this is permit the builders, the ones renovating here is still under renovation.
Now, I see a message here from one of those Nigerians whose brain, those people who are Nigerians whose brain have been destroyed. So we call them Nigerians because the opposite of Nigerian is Nigeria is intellectualism. So if you are a Nigerian, you don't reason well. That is it. Now the person is asking, if we don't follow Simon, is it you who are going to follow? Now the problem you people have had and you have been having or still having is that you are looking for who to follow. Who to follow. Anytime you're looking for who to follow, get ready to be manipulated, get ready to be deceived, get ready to be 419, get ready to even be killed. You are always looking for who to follow. That is why your brain does not function well. Even in religion, you are looking for one pastor, one imam, one priest, somebody to follow. The only way you can follow people, according to scripture, is to follow peace with all men. The only way you can follow people is to lead people. That means you stand as a leader of yourself and then learn and join in partnership with people. That is why Biafrans are Republicans. We don't follow. We don't do follow. So if you are here, if you think that what I'm doing here is for you to tell you to follow me, your brain needs serious surgery, mental or mind. You need a mind surgery show teaching. Just join us every Monday for mind surgery show so that your brain can be rejuvenated, renewed, revitalized, restored. Because it has been installed. Your brain has been installed by the Nigeria system. We need to reinstall it with the right gadget. You're coming to say, if we don't follow someone, is it you are going to follow? Did I tell you to follow me? I'm exposing criminality to you. Instead of you to look at it, until one day the criminality will come to you, and maybe one of your things will be stolen, your wife will be stolen, or your child will be stolen, or they will kidnap your child. You'll be looking for justice. We will tell you how red your building is, instead of us to face the fact that your son or your daughter has been kidnapped and we need to deliver your son and your daughter and to save them. Well, we'll be telling you stories of how Nigeria started. Then you will know that your brain, something is wrong with you. We're showing you something here that you should, as a wise person, you look critically into matters. That is why we are Biafrans. That is why the world, that is why Britain today is advancing fast. That is why the world is getting on and advancing, because people reason. Mazen Namikanu came, taught you how to reason, told you to reason. And then you are coming to tell me, asking me who you want to follow. Follow. That is the problem with you people. That's why religion is tearing you apart. Look at the idiot telling me I've not revealed anything. And you are here. Let me block that idiot telling me I've not revealed anything. They're showing you how somebody has deceived your brain. You are there. Fool. Big fool. Big fool. You don't even know when you have been shown something. You don't even know when a huge evidence. Do you know that this thing Simon has done, if he's taken to the international community, or if he's arrested or taken to court for it, he will be charged. He's going to go to jail. Deceiving 70 million people, showing them a building, telling them that you have that means, do you know what it is? You know what it is? Now let me show, for those who didn't understand the video, I'm going to play it one more time before I close this broadcast, because very soon, in the next 26 minutes, we're going to go on Twitter Space, and then we'll start talking. Please, all of us who are supposed to be on Twitter Space, get prepared. By 4:30 Biafra time, we're going to be on Twitter Space, so that we can talk more about these things. We cannot allow criminality in our land. No, Biafra land cannot be a land of criminality, because we want to be an example to the world. As Mazen Namdekanu said, I'm going to be talking about demand and supply, MNK's demand and our supply. It's a topic I wanted to talk about today, but I've moved it because of this evidence I want to show you today. Because this evidence is enough to talk about for the next 3-4 hours. We're going to continue this on this narrative and more of it on Twitter Space by 4:30 p.m. Biafra time today. We're going to open more facts to you, because our people have been bastardized on their minds. Look at somebody, a common criminal like Simon, manipulating these kinds of people. How can people allow themselves to be manipulated by a common criminal? Is this not an evidence to tell you that Simon is actually a criminal? Somebody who comes to show you a picture as a building of a so-called government in exile, shows you all the people he was fronting as members of the cabinet. They didn't take any oath of office. You didn't see any video evidence of him being sworn in as the a whole Biafra. Somebody will just come on social, it is on Twitter, also on social media, just post a letter, and everybody will jubilate it. A nation like Biafra, Nigeria destroyed many of us. A nation like Biafra, that somebody will just come and show you, just post on social media that he has been appointed on this. He never showed you the evidences. Even small nations that are smaller than Biafra have evidences of their coronation, of their inaugurations, of their programs. Even when you are doing birthday party and you are being given an award in school, end of year party, they video it. Ordinary birthday party or end of year party, or your ministry where you are worshiping is doing an end of year program and you are being given an award. People video it even with their phones. Then if somebody just comes to you and shows you, just type something and post it on social media and tell you that he has been appointed as. You didn't see the inauguration service, you didn't see the coronation service, you didn't see anything. You just saw the typed stuff, and he's the one who typed it, he's the one who signed it, he's the one who is telling you that he has been chosen, selected, appointed, or whatever he calls himself. He is the one telling you all this stuff, and you are jubilating. That tells you the level of your education. That tells you the level of your Nigerianism. Because when I say Nigerianism, I mean the level of your intellectual capacity is zero, because Nigeria is the opposite of intellectualism. Whenever I say you are a Nigerian, I don't mean a Nigerian like Nigeria we have. I'm talking about the implication or the meaning of Nigeria in the context of discussion. Nigeria means stupidity. Biafra, a Biafran can be a Nigerian also. So you can still be a Biafran and still be a Nigerian, because that word Nigeria means stupidity. So you can still be a Biafran and be stupid. So you can still be a Biafran and be a Nigerian. So most of you here are people, or some of you, not most of you, because many Biafrans many Biafrans know the truth. Many of them know Biafra land. Some of them are not on social media. They know what is happening. That is why when you hear of sit at home and when you hear of lockdown, how many people will sat down? People went out because Simon is too small to lock down Biafra land. It's only group of where people just decide to just watch it, observe it, watch the videos he shows on social media, watch the audios and the pictures he shows you whenever there is lockdown. Just a certain part of people, a particular places, few places. Just let him show you the heart of Owerri. Let him show you the heart of Rivers or Ogiwacha. Let him show you the heart of Akwa Ibom or Uyo. Let him show you the heart of Calabar. Let him show you the heart of Onitsha, and let him show you the lockdown. When he was saying sit at home and all of the lockdown and all of that for the election and all of that you couldn't implement and all of that, was he ever able to show you anything major of those major cities? He just shows you one small place, one village corner, one place, and just show you one street, one road, and then that's the end. Or show you one market that is just closed, and then that's the end. Let him show you things critical. That's when you talk about, you think we're daft? You come to deceive Biafrans. You show us a picture. Tell us is the government in exile. And everybody's jubilating and clapping. We would prove to you with time here. I'm going to invite Gav the guest. He's going to tell you how Simon got some of the documents that he's showing to you that you are jubilating. Say, Simon is very smart. We will tell you how he got those documents. I'm going to have one of the guests here. He was here on Friday. I'm going to have him here again. He's going to talk to you on that regard. In that regard, that program will be dedicated to that cause. Now, let me play it again one more time for people who are still sleeping. Wake up, you that sleepeth, according to scripture. You that sleeps. Can you imagine Olai Kunle? You leave Oduduwa nation. You come and tell me that you are an enemy of that Biafra cause you are. Can you imagine Olakunle? You are there. You were there when you guys protested in Ojota. They shot some of you. You never went to tell the government. You saw what Tinubu did to people. You have not gone there to tell Tinubu that you are coming here to tell me, oh Lord have mercy. Well, you need to be here so that you will receive surgery on your brain, positive surgery on your brain, because this is a mind surgery show. Because every of our broadcasts is tantamount to mind surgery show, so that you can have sense. So, and we still have 20 minutes. We're going to go on Twitter Space. So in the next 15 minutes, I'll be closing this program. You know, who is blocking you? Block yourself. You came here by yourself. You go by yourself. I'm not going to block you. I'll just allow you to continue to fool yourself here. Now look at the video again. I'm going to play it again one more time. This video, Simon showed you this building by picture and told you that this building is his government in exile. He told you that he has a cabinet. He told you he has people. He told you blah, blah, blah. He came raise funds, of course, fundraising always to tell you that they are working and all of that. Now, this should put to question for any people who are reasonable. This should put to question. Now, look at that building he showed you. He showed you the building and then he puts Biafra flag to cover a particular thing. They did it so much. I don't know who is even helping them in this daft way of operating. This kind of 419 this kind of 419 way sense no day. Or Yahoo, maybe we'll call it Yahoo because 419 has to do with money. It's financial fraud. So in the Constitution of Nigeria, is it at section 419 or something? It has to do with financial fraud. So sometimes it's not financial. Some of the fraud have to do with other things aside finance. Even if finance is involved, because that is the essence of getting your funds and telling you to raise funds and call you to the ESN, so-called ESN fundraising. They use the name ESN because they need to use the sentiment of Mazen Nambekano's ESN, Eastern Security Network, and all of that to make you have that to unconsciously grab your sentiment, your emotional sentiment into the fundraising, and because your mindset is that you are just funding ESN, whereas he's funding his group, his mafioso group belonging to him and Azuka and other people following sheepishly. That's mafioso group called Biafra Liberation Army, or whatever he calls them, that he is now fronting, using ESN to raise funds and putting those funds in. That's his militia group. the ESN not receiving the funds, because he has taken some people even from the ESN, put in that militia group, and those ones now headed by Butuzo, the killer of our people, the killer of our men, which he himself came to expose to you that Butuzo is a killer. Now that Butuzo is the general commander, now killing out the real men of MNK. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is there languishing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in pain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in cell. For past 2 years, he came and gave deadlines for almost 2 years now. He gave deadlines. He didn't do anything. Once that deadline is expiring, he just says, today is the expiring date. We are going to put more gear. We are going to begin to engage you. And that's the end. That goes. And then another time when he sees that people are talking about MNK, he sees that he has forgotten and maybe he has not talked about MNK for some time. It will bring suspicion. He will now bring it up again. MNK is still this. We need to do this. We are going to do this if he's not released in the next so time. The same way he kept doing this and doing this. The same manipulation, kept doing it over and over. Now, MNK is there. He came to call. He gave himself the title Prime Minister. The leader is there. The leader who told you that he himself doesn't even have power about the currency, over the issue of the currency. He told you that Biafra people will decide when it comes to even the province and the territorial boundaries and all of that of Biafra. He tells you that a referendum will sort that out. He never came to tell you. He just told you by the map we had there is there's a static location or territorial location that we have, which Ojukwu fought with. That is what we have. And then, but this time around, we're going to go with a referendum to determine those who want to be part of it. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. He agrees, he submits to us that he doesn't have rights on some certain matters. And here he is, somebody who calls himself a disciple of that man who is a leader, who tells you he doesn't have rights over some certain things, coming to tell you that he's a disciple of the person, and then doing more than the powers of the leader can allow. Does that not tell you that claim to be reasonable? Does that not tell you? Don't you know that the people are the deciding factor for anybody who is appointed? Now you're appointed, you didn't appoint him. He comes and installs himself and carries out his own coronation by giving you the notice on social media. You begin to jubilate and rejoice. Your leader, look at him behind me. That's why I put his picture, so that we will be remembered, because now everybody has forgotten, because he has told you people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, don't worry about me, forget about me, just protect Simon. Now remember, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave a particular there's a particular memo that was projected recently, which Simon was manipulating you people to believe that point 1 meant that he was doing well. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said on that point 1 that DOS on no account should you respond to Simon. That is not the assignment. The implication here is that is not the assignment I gave you. I created the DOS for a purpose. Go back to the assignment I gave you. Leave Simon alone. Simon is not part of the DOS. Leave Simon alone. Leave him to do whatever he has to do. Everybody have the right to chase and to go after Biafra the way they want to go. It is the people that will determine and decide. Simon is not part of the DOS. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling the DOS, he is not part of you. I gave you an assignment. Go and do that assignment. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that most of them have failed, but he still wants them to chase that assignment because IPOB has a hierarchy. So the DOS assignment is to do the things that he, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, would actually do when he's here. So he was telling them, you are distracting yourselves. You are getting on the wrong mission. I have not, when I was there, I never was attacking Simon. When I saw he was doing good, I recommended him. But now you people are now going and fighting him. That is not what I'm going to do if he goes wrong. I'll just tell Biafrans to treat him the way they're going to treat him. Biafrans will give him IPOB treatment by themselves. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying to DOS, you are not the one to give him IPOB treatment. It is Biafrans. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, if you deviate, we shall give you IPOB treatment. IPOB means the indigenous people of Biafra. Indigenous people of Biafra. The people will give him that treatment. So DOS, you are not supposed to be responding to him. Now, why we are talking about him is because we work with him. We thought he was genuine. So, of course, we know DOS have failed. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wants them to go back on the assignment. But they are not on the assignment. So, there's no way we can follow them because they are not on the assignment. So, but we want the assignment to carry on, which means that if the DOS is not doing it, we will do it. If Simon projects himself as one doing it and he's deceiving the people, we'll come out and expose him and show the world that he's not true. That is what we are doing right now. So if you are here, hearing my voice, I am exposing to you this evil today. Now let me play the video one more time. Watch this.
Okay, we are here to clear the doubt, to bring the fact. This is today is 14th day of April 2023, April 14th, 2023, and today is a Saturday, and it's about 1610 hours, 1610 hours, and good evening. And I'm here on the spot, or at the spot that has been circulated as the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile, as peddled by Simon Ekpa, who has arrogated to himself the position of the Prime Minister of Biafra, and formerly they had headquarters in Washington, D.C., but now this is Baltimore County in the state of Maryland, and D.C. is about 65 miles away from here, driving miles away from here. Hey, what's up, man? Good. How's it going? All right. Well, I'm just taking something out here. Yeah. So you can see this is a busy street. This is Bel Air Road. We are on a one-way street here. This is West Avenue. And this is Bel Air Road. Y'all see? This is a two-way road. Say it again? Huh? Show you what? I can hear you. Say it again? Okay. Crazy. Yeah, no, I think I took one year around so because you're talking about investigative proof, you know, talking about the Secret Service and all that, M branch and all that. We go out there, we verify before we bring it out to the public and make sure we know what we're talking about. Now this is the street, this is the ELM street. It's a one-way street joining up with Bel Air Road. That is the T-junction here, and this is the road sign, and up this way is Bel Air Road, and this is the compound on the 7200 Bel Air Road in Baltimore County of Maryland. There's Baltimore City, there's Baltimore County. Now look here. This house is still under construction. This place is still under construction. So there are no functioning offices here, per se. You understand? So the seat of power or government in the United States is in Washington, D.C., not here. This is a little bit far from that place. Now this is the commercial real estate services. These are the contractors, major renovations underway. Retail office. This is their phone number. You can call them. This is a 410-472-3510. Ask them if they have any office or the building assigned or occupied by any other person, any entity, any government, whether a de facto government or a government, exiled government. See, the steps here is brand new. It's still under construction. See the handrails. This is the very this place is highly wired with security cameras, as you can see. Look, the flooring, the deck here is still brand new. So it's still under construction. The painting and the windows, everything. Now this is here is the permit you get from the city of Baltimore. Baltimore County. That is government. Unlike the zoo, here every government is on its own. You know, it's not where it has to be overshadowed by go to Abuja. No, it doesn't happen here. See, you gotta get a permit. That's a local, this is like a local government. So this is permit the builders, the ones renovating here is still under renovation.
Some people are still asking, they are not seeing the building. Now, for those doubting Thomases, we can call that number. The number is on there. The number is there, you know. The number is there. So just call that number and ask them if that is the building. And that's the number 7900 or something. I've forgotten the number on that building. Ask on Baltimore Road there. And then ask them if that building is actually taken by anybody. The number is there. The number was spelled out there for something. Just read it out, watch it again, read the number, and then know whether that building was actually contracted. So thank you so much, very much. Thank you so much, very much. Thank you so very much. You know, those grammatical tautology. Thank you so very much. So and very. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much, everyone, because we have to. It seems a call is coming in. Let me see. I don't know. Okay. And the call is coming. I'll take this call, and then I will just end the program because we're going on Twitter Space. So, and please, why is it not coming to my Bluetooth? And one moment, let me see if I can fix it. I don't know why the call is not coming on my Bluetooth. Because I'm trying to bring it up on the Bluetooth, it's not coming. Okay, let me play the video again so that people can see. Then I work that up.
Okay, we are here to clear the doubt, to bring the fact. This is today is 14th day of April 2023, April 14th, 2023, and today is a Saturday, and it's about 1610 hours, 1610 hours, and good evening. And I'm here on the spot, or at the spot that has been circulated as the headquarters of the Biafra Republic government in exile, as peddled by Simon Ekpa, who has arrogated to himself the position of the Prime Minister of Biafra, and formerly they had headquarters in Washington D.C. But now this.
I want to let me just because I have only 3 minutes to go. So yes, I actually want to connect to the Bluetooth, but it's not connected. So please, just 2 minutes and talk to say something. If I don't know if the person can hear you from the phone directly because the Bluetooth is not connected. I don't know why. Please go on. about the evidences we are showing to you. Are you saying that when things go wrong, nobody talks about them? No, I don't. I just have 1 minute. I just have 1 minute because of time. Are you saying when things are going wrong, nobody should say them? Are you saying that when things are going wrong, nobody should talk about them? Are you saying, no, just answer me, please. Are you saying that when somebody is being corrupt and somebody is manipulating the people, nobody talks about it? Now, what I showed you now is your office secured. Has it been paid for? Don't you? Why not call that number to know if it has been paid for? The impression that was given to you is that that number has been secured. What does it mean to secure an office? By Maxwell, what does it mean to secure an office? What does it mean to secure an office? Vine Maxwell, what does it mean to secure an office if you are a professional? Are you saying you are not seeing the building? Are you saying you didn't see the building? Please, we don't take such kinds of, we don't want people who don't tell themselves the truth. Thank you so much. Let's go on Twitter Space now. We're going to be talking from there and discussing there. Bring your questions, whatever question you have. Vine Maxwell, come to Twitter Space. Let me question you, because what you are saying now is trash. We are talking out of point. I thought you have integrity. How can you be telling me that you're not seeing the building? You're telling me that he's talked about securing the building. Now you can't answer what it means to secure a building. You're telling me, I don't know what you're saying. Are you saying that I will come and show you a building that I've secured the building, and then people go to find out that I'm not even in the building? I've not even paid for it. And you're saying this is right? And you're saying people should not, please. I don't need all those kind of sentiments. I'm not a sentimental person. I am straight to the point and truthful. So if you don't want to stand on the truth, sorry, I can't accommodate you here. I can't accommodate you. Don't come and start telling me twisting words. No, don't do that. I thought you call yourself a military person who has worked in the zoo military, and you cannot be upright. A military person should have principles. You're coming to say this kind of thing. I was even thinking you're going to comment on what I'm showing you. Thank you so much for joining us on Twitter Space. On Twitter Space. Now we are there, and we'll be talking more about this stuff, and we're going to talk about it more and more, and keep exposing the criminality of these people. All of you have been paid to come and defend them. Sorry, you have lost it.